Hi guys, what is going on? My name is Connor or Cosmic here, and today we are going to be talking about the top 5 classes I have for the Titanfall 2 beta from just playing it a little bit. If you watch my last episode, I played it, and you can go watch that before you watch this video. Okay, so starting us off, we have the Relax class. What I mean by relax is if I'm not trying hard, I know I'm just going to do well with this class, even if I'm not trying. So let's see what we have. So I have Grapple, which is what I have for almost all of my classes. Grapple helps you to rodeo Titans, get to the evac ship if you lose quicker, and maneuver the map around your enemies even better and get on their flank. Pulse is quite good, but you have to be up close, and this gun is really good from afar as well as up close, so I'd rather use Grapple. And Holopilot, there's only one extra Holopilot, and this game is pretty hectic as is for some people, and one pilot doesn't really make a difference. They just shoot that and then shoot you, and Stim runs out too quickly for my liking, and I haven't really tried out Cloak just yet because I am not that high level. Okay, so Grapple is what we're going with, and then we're going for a Frag Grenade, as we can use that from long distances. And yes, so the next we have the R201 from the Assault Rifle, the one we have access to. This is paired with the extra ammo and Gun Runner. These are really good for shooting your enemies from long distances because you might be missing some shots, so that's what extra ammo is for. And Gun Runner is if you're up close, you can maneuver past your enemies while shooting them as well, and if you're still flying through the air, you can shoot them as well. Now I also have the HCOG sight on the Holographic Combat Optical Gun sight instead of the iron sights, as they help you quite a lot for the longer and more precision shots. Now for the Charge Rifle, I have the Anti-Titan Charge Rifle, as I said earlier, instead of the mag launcher and the LG97. I just find it is so much easier to use and does more damage. So we have extra ammo with it and gun ready, because those are the only two you can get with it, and why not put them on if you have the choice. Now over here for kit 1 we have fast regen. I use this because it allows you to get into the fight quicker and back into the action for more fun, instead of just having power cell, which makes your tactical more readily available, which you still get it quite fairly fast already, so that's okay. And phasing buck is just an awesome thing that you can play around with if you want for a more mess around class. Now for kit 2 I have wall hang. I just go this because it kind of stumps the enemy when you just stop on the wall and they're not expecting it, and you can pick them off from the wall. Now kill report, I haven't really messed around with too much, but in my mind you're going to be moving around the map so much you don't really have time to pay attention to them really closely, and the enemy will probably just come up behind you and shoot you in the back anyway. And I haven't used hover yet, but it will be an awesome thing to try out and mess around with. So that is my first class. Now next up we have the class that all the snipers are going to be loving. Now for tactical, again we have Grapple for the reasons I stated last. You can get up to nice high spots and vantage points over the map for your sniper. And we're pairing this with Arc Grenade, as you can stun the enemies so you can shoot them and just pick them off really easy, and blind the Titans so if they're coming up you can move out of the way really easily. And the sniper rifle we are going to be using is the D2 Double Take. Now the Crabber AP sniper is, in my mind, it just takes too long to chamber the weapon. Now this you can shoot multiple bullets in one go without having to reload, so if you miss your shot and you're not as experienced sniper and you just want to start trying it out, this is the go-to sniper for you. So that is why I chose it. This has also got extra ammo and speed reloader. Now I don't have gun ready, but this would be quite good in my mind for shooting enemies, as you can aim down sight faster. So I would probably swap this out for speed loader if I had the chance, as extra ammo will allow you to shoot more shots in one burst, so you don't have to be so precise with your accuracy. Also, there's Ricochet. Now, this would be awesome for trick shots if you get the chance to just mess around with it. Now, for sights, I'm sticking with the factory issue stock sights, as I think they're fine and precise as they are, although you can use variable zoom to swap between different magnifications for those longer ranges shots, but I find this is just fine. Now, for our secondary, we have the RE45 auto pistol. Now, this is up for if you're going to be in more hectic places like Boomtown. If I'm on Boomtown, I will put this pistol on to help myself from stop getting shot in the back in the buildings from other enemies. However, if I am on Homestead, the 2 maps those we are available to us at the moment, I will put on the charge rifle, as it is more open space and you won't be running into more close range shots and gunfights at that point. And also, Homestead is a more open map and it is easier to pick off the enemies out in the open, and I find you don't need the pistol as you can use it up close without getting anything in the way, whereas on Boomtown you're stuck in close tight corridors trying to shoot them and it's too hectic there, so that is why we have the pistol. But if we are on Homestead, we have the charge rifle. Okay, so next we have fast regen, as I stated before, to get you back into the action more quickly, and we have wall hang again. So now, if I had the choice to put some of these on, I will tell you what I would put on. Now, I would probably put on gun runner just to strafe out the way, because chances are if you've pulled out the pistol, the enemy have got the jump on you and they flanked round and you just noticed their hair there by using your headset and hearing their footsteps or something of that sort. So you need to be really fast and switch out. So this is awesome for maneuvering round corners and shooting them. Now, you can also put on gun ready if you need to snap onto target really fast, or maybe put on extra ammo so you can have a bit more spray to try and kill the enemies. So that is the second class on this list. Now for third class, we have the Rusher. Now, instead of having our go-to grapple for our tactical, we actually have Pulse. Now we are using Pulse because this is our Rusher class, so we're going to be up in the enemy spawn and we'll throw this down, and if they're in the close perimeters of the pulse blade, they will get tagged, which is easily spotting them, and it really helps in close combat situations. Now, since we are rushing as well, we have the gravity start on. Now, if you don't have the option for this, as you are just starting out the game, not everyone can have access to this, so I would just put on the frag grenade to help clear out buildings. But we have the gravity star on, as chances are if you're rushing, there's loads of enemies around, so you can throw down the gravity star, they all get pulled in and you can spray into that. And now, paired with the gravity star, we also have extra ammo, so you can spray into that and kill all the enemies your gravity star picks up. Now, the extra ammo is attached to the car, that one of the SMGs we have chances to, and if you have the chance, this setup will work fine with this SMG as well. I find they are just the same. Now, next up we have Gun Runner, because you are going to be rushing, so you're going to be sprinting quite a lot while shooting, and you want to be strafing around because chances are you're going to get into multiple gunfights and you want to have as much health as possible, so you want to be moving around as fast as you can. Now, I find the factory issue stock sights are just fine on the car as well. Now we have the charge rifle, as obviously this is an SMG and you will not need a pistol because those are usually for up close situations. If you do feel like you're running out of ammo and need to swap out quite a bit, you can swap this for a pistol for a faster option than reloading, or you can put on the faster reloading perk. Now we also have extra ammo and gun ready because we have them unlocked, and why not put them on if you have the choice to make your character even better. Now we have fast regen again, as you're going to need to be getting your health back up from having so many gunfights while pushing around, and wall hang again, as you're going to be using all of these slides, wall running and double jumping to your advantage while moving and evading enemies in their spawn, so that's an awesome thing to throw them off and get that extra time to kill them. Next up, I had no clue what to name this class because this is kind of like a mess around class you would kind of call it. Now, it doesn't really matter the tactical. I find grapple is great, as you're going to be quite up close with this class as well. Now, we have the gravity star for the same reasons. You're going to be up close, as I mentioned last time with the car SMG. Now, the gun we are using is a light machine gun L-Star. So this is a rapid fire energy LMG. Now, I find the damage and time to kill with this gun is actually quite low for some reason. I don't know, it doesn't say that in the stats, but I found when I was playing with it, I had to be shooting first, and sometimes I'd still die even then when my accuracy was good. Now, on this, because of that, I would put on extra ammo so you have more bullets to put into them, as you need more bullets to kill. Now, also, gun runner would be great for up close because you're going to be rushing around quite a bit. So those are the two, and then I find the factory sights on this are just fine as well. Now we have the charge rifle, and for the same reasons you can put on the pistol as I mentioned last with the car, and obviously we have these two because why not. And we also have fast regen as you're going to be rushing, and wall hang. So that is why we have all of this stuff. So I wasn't sure not to name it. This is definitely not a class you're going to do really well with. Well, that's from my experience, and it's just a mess around class for something different if you're finding the classes you're using are getting a bit boring, which they shouldn't because this is alpha, but this is definitely something just to change up your style. Now finally, I saved this one for last, we have my go-to class. This is the class I feel I'm dominating with, I can kill enemies at all ranges with. Now, we have the grapple as our tactical, as we can maneuver around enemies really easily, and this gun can use all ranges. So we have the frag grenade to pick up as many kills as possible with this weapon. Now, the weapon we are using is the Spitfire LMG. This has such high damage, and the fire rate is quite slow, but if you're accurate, it will pick off those enemies really nicely. And it doesn't have too much recoil to it unless you're holding down the trigger for a long period of time, but you shouldn't be doing that as you should be killing the enemies fairly fast. Now we have extra ammo with it just in case we do run out of ammo, but you can also put gun ready on if you have the choice. It isn't necessary extra ammo. Now we also have gun runner just to evade those enemies a little bit better. Now we also have the AOG advanced optical gun sight instead of the factory issue stock sights. I find these are fine, but this definitely helps you so much to pinpoint the enemies from long distances and close up. I would definitely recommend the AOG if you have the chance. Now we also have the charge rifle, and I'm not sure why, but these two should be on, obviously for the reasons we stated last. And I just find this is better than the other two, as the magnetic launcher, it's kind of difficult to hit with, and obviously the damage is so much lower. The fire rate is higher, however. This as well, it travels through the air, and since it has travel time, it's quite hard to hit the enemy with. And obviously the damage and range and fire rate are down. The only thing that's better is the accuracy. Now I find with this gun you can hit the enemy really easily. You just power it up on them and it does loads of damage, and you have great range, and I find it's just fine for taking down Titans. Now we also have fast regen in case you're getting shot. Just get back into the action so much faster. We also have wall hang for the reasons I stated earlier. So with this class you are guaranteed to do well. Definitely try out the Spitfire, and remember all of these classes here can be adjusted to your liking. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this Titanfall 2 episode, the top 5 classes. So if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.